Rowdy here. Talking this time about the fencing in D.C. and House Speaker Pelosi. It's an interesting subject to discuss when you stop to think about it. Pelosi won't even talk about the fence around D.C. other than to basically allude to the fact as to protect them from Republicans. Most House members on the Democrat team do the same thing. Why are they keeping this fencing? A lot of the people are asking questions, and what I really don't understand is why the House GOP and the Senate GOP aren't raising absolute hell. It will cost $500 million by the end of March to maintain this fencing with no viable threat. So why do we have miles, not just a little bit of fencing? I looked, I can't find the exact figures on the fencing, but I can find where a lot of the fencing is actually up to 2 miles from the Capitol. If I'm figuring 2 miles, then you can actually say, okay, 4 miles, 4 miles, 4 miles, 4 miles. So approximately 16 miles of 7-foot tall fencing topped with concertina wire, which is commonly called razor wire. Why? What point is going on? I don't think a lot of people understand. This is politics at its absolute worst. And there's a number of reasons why. One, House Speaker Pelosi knows that her goose is cooked. She nixed security that would have prevented what happened at the Capitol with the riots. Repeatedly, she stopped this from happening. The Capitol Chief of Police warned her that he felt he needed to have the National Guard activated many times. You do also have some that are already speaking, wanting to know why. One thing that is rumored, and I will say this is rumor because I haven't heard it said by the group as a whole, I've heard individuals say this, is that when the Democrats during impeachment said they wanted to start calling witnesses, Trump's lawyers immediately said the first witness they would call would be House Speaker Pelosi. Then the session closed, they went into recess behind closed doors, and the next thing you know, the impeachment failed. That's because Pelosi knows her goose is cooked. She's the one that would not let security lean forward into the issue. And had, as I've said, there's another video I've actually got out. This was a monumental security failure. If security had been in place, the security that the Capitol Chief of Police had requested had been in place, this would have not been an event. And the fault lies squarely on Pelosi's shoulders. She knows her goose is cooked. Eventually this is going to come forward. You do already have people who are asking these questions officially, and Pelosi is not answering. It will catch up to her. But the trigger mechanism with this fencing is it provides optics that the Democrats want, that the Capitol needs to be protected because of the awful Republicans. You got to remember, the Democrats do not care what Republicans think. They always play to their base, and they always try and expand their base within the base. That's how they do things. If they can get a conversion of people coming over to them, that's fine, but that's not a priority. They can grow their bases in other ways, and they know that. Immigration is one of the big ways. At issue here with the fence is Pelosi wants to keep that fence in place as close to the 2022 midterm elections as she possibly can. for the optics. The same reason she turned down fencing and security at the Capitol that led to the disastrous riots was she did not want the bad optics of having the military and the DC police all over the place while they were counting the electors. Now she wants them in place so that she can relate the threat visually to people every time the media shows those fences. And the media is as complicit as can be with it. Don't even think they're not. Media and big tech, they're flat out in on it. That's what they want, because that's how they survive. That is their meat and potatoes. They don't want the right in doing what's fair for Joe citizen, because that lessens big tech's grip on power. It's all about optics. So with Pelosi, this is a dual issue situation. She doesn't want to give up fencing for the midterms, and every distraction she can provide along the way to try and keep things back that this was her fault, she's going to do. Guarantee you she's going to do it. They will not have a spare minute anywhere until it's forced on her to answer these questions. And then she's going to lie through her teeth. That's it. I'm Rowdy. That's my rant. You have a great day.